Welcome, Gemini, to your July 2013 reading. I'm here at my farm. I'm so happy to be here. I enjoy the peacefulness and the silence, and it allows me to focus on different things that I don't focus. Everyone knows I manifested my winter home in Florida, and I enjoy being there, but I enjoy being here at my farm too. I built this new table this week out of an old barn door. I just like the rustic feeling here, and I'm just very much in love with my farm. Let me introduce my cards today. I'll be using my Morgan Greer deck. This is my personal deck when I like to read. I love the colors. I love some of the graphics on here. These cards tell me so much, and I'm so happy to be able to read for you. And these are going to be our main cards, and then I have another deck which will be my clarifiers. So let me get these all ready, and then we'll get the clarifying deck out. And my clarifying deck is the Rider-Waite deck. This is actually the deck I've owned the longest, but I do love some of the cards in this deck. Look at that moon. It says so much. And if you're a moon person like me, you just absolutely love them. Know that today I've prayed, I've shuffled, I've meditated, and I've done so many things that I wanted to do. So let me get the cards out here and let's take a look and see what we think. This one wanted to come off, and guess what? This is your main theme. Look at that. Eight of Pentacles, that's abundance, that's earth, that's a great sign, that's prosperity. So now I'm really excited about this reading. So here, let's take a look here. One thing about this table is it's got some nice grooves. It's a little wider than a table I normally use. So I enjoy this table to do my readings on. Wow. And your first card is Temperance. If you look at this card, there's a halo over her head. She's a thinker. She's beautiful. There's flowers growing here. There's a beautiful background. But the most interesting thing is pouring from one cup to another. And cups are usually a reminder of love. So maybe you're really being a loving person right now. And I love that. Oh, and our next card is the Devil. Well, the devil isn't really a bad thing. The devil could be something that's bothering you. Also, the devil is Capricorn, so maybe you're involved with a Capricorn. But this shows a light over what this problem could be, or this situation could be. Maybe this Capricorn is the love of your life, the light of your life. Okay, and your next card, Four of Pentacles. Well, here it is, another earth thing looking for you, and it's just saying that, hold on to what you have. Hold still, hold steady. Bring that in, that thought. Temperance also means time. So maybe it's saying, that abundance will come in time. You have to wait for things to get over things. Oh my gosh, look at this. The next card, the Wheel of Fortune. If you look at this, these are people celebrating. They're having a good time. Sometimes people fall off when they have this good celebration. But the Wheel of Fortune means, anything is possible. And this is true in our lives to begin with. Anything is possible. We can do all the things that we want to do, as long as we put that in our mind and our hearts. Oh, and there she is, the Queen of Swords. This could be a Gemini, this could be you, this could be somebody you're involved with, but, this means cutting right to the chase. It means that, things are coming up roses. Look at all those roses, So it means, that sometimes you have to stand firm in your ground, and she's a beautiful card, even though she's an air sign and she's got that sword upright. She's not in a fighting position. So I don't think you should fight this. It might take a little while, but all of a sudden You're going to reap what you sow. So this is really interesting that the 7 of Pentacles falls under the 4 of Pentacles. Again, these are all earth signs as well, but it shows that growth, that financial growth that somebody really wants. So stay steady on your course. You know, maybe there's a great financial thing coming up for you, and I would be happy if that's what was going on for you. So let's get to some of these clarification cards. Oh, and look at her again. The Queen of Swords. Wow, we got her twice. But the Queen of Swords now presents herself on Temperance. So she says, be open. Look at her hands into the future. She's saying, be open to what's going to come. You know, you may not be able to see it, and that's why these clouds are here, but you need to be open to it. You know, that's a beautiful card. I like that. Wow. And there's the moon. Everything will come to light. You know, and that's interesting that the moon is on top of your Capricorn card or your Devil card, as maybe whatever that problem is, maybe the solution will soon come to light. And I like that. I like that idea of bringing that in. So let me see. Oh, the next card is the Tower. And the Tower tells us, don't be afraid of that change. Don't be afraid of that fall. You know, sometimes when people fall, they fall into place. You know, and so sometimes that Tower tells us things are falling into place. You know, be open about it. Let things come to light. You know, don't push. You know, just let things fall into place. You know, because we still have the Wheel of Fortune down here who says a lot of this is still your choice, but you reap what you sow. So let's see. Oh, the 4 of Cups. You know, and where I'm feeling right now is he's not taking that cup, you know, and so maybe you don't need to take the first offer that comes along. Maybe you've got some offers already sitting in front of you, and maybe it's, you know, time to decide, and like I said, let other things fall into place, you know. Sometimes you just don't need to jump at your first action or your first attraction. Well, here's death. Now, and you know, death doesn't mean the death of somebody. It means the end of something. And this card, you know, man on his white horse, the knight in shining armor, is marching you right into your future. It's saying, you know, things may have ended, but you got this bright, beautiful new future ahead of you. You know, you just have to face forward, just like all these cards say. Let things come to light. Every single card in this is facing forward. It's saying it's time to move and turn your back on the things of old. It's just time. It's time to decide. You know, when you look at this card, he's looking over nothing, because there's nothing back there. You know, embrace where you are. This card shows the rods, which show a bit of growth. And so, you know, you need to grow into your space, into yourself, into your happiness. You know, and I really, really like this, you know, because it's saying don't rush what you're doing. You know, be happy where you are. And once you embrace that, when you let things just flow, then you can move from your past to the future. And that future is beautiful. It's abundant. It's everything that you could possibly want. It's beauty, it's nature, it's animals, it's love, it's plenty of abundance. And so, you know, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go there. Don't be afraid to show up. Now let me put some of these cards together here. The 2 Queen of Swords, as I mentioned, in both the swords are pointing in an upward direction, not in an attack or an angry position, but, you know, sometimes even that hand up means wait. So maybe you need to wait for things to come to light, you know, and this card also kind of signifies waiting, you know, making that decision, taking that time, letting things balance out. And then, You know, behind the moon, we have that devil, which says, whatever was bothering you will finally come to light, you know. So just hold tight. Things may appear like they're falling apart, but they're probably really falling into place. So allow that movement, allow that change. The Wheel of Fortune says we have it all right at our hands. Just don't be afraid to take an offer. You may have several offers and don't take the first one, but don't be afraid to move. Take a little time. Think about it. Think about what it means to your past and your future abundance. So you're going to reap what you sow, and I see things going along nicely, with the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles. That tells me that you're financially growing, that things are going your way, that things are going to be a whole lot better for you. And I see some really great things. I'm so happy about this. I hope you like, subscribe, and share, and know that my videos will only get better. Love to all, Gemini.